The landscaping industry is currently facing a $4.8 billion gap in service capacity. With over 374,000 unfilled positions across the sector, traditional operations that rely entirely on manual labor to maintain massive properties are becoming mathematically unsustainable. Skyrocketing overhead costs are slowly erasing profit margins. Attempting to hire your way out of this problem is a losing battle. The workforce simply isn't there, and forcing reduced, overworked crews to shoulder the burden only leads to longer completion times and increased labor hours per job. To solve this, we are going to build a phased, 4-step AI implementation roadmap. By the end of this process, you will have the tools to increase your daily job capacity by up to 30% without adding a single extra employee to your payroll. Executing this specific sequence avoids the common trap of sinking capital into expensive robotic hardware before the underlying operations can actually support them. Your current operational budget will serve as the baseline to calculate the exact ROI of each phase. Step 1 addresses the most basic inefficiency destroying your margins: your travel time. Crews waste heavy amounts of fuel and productive hours driving static, manually planned routes that ignore real-world conditions. To fix this, your foundational move is implementing AI-powered scheduling and routing software. This establishes the digital baseline for everything else we will build. This split-screen map comparison shows exactly how this shifts your daily operations. On the left, manual routing creates a tangled, overlapping web of inefficient travel. On the right, AI routing dynamically adjusts for real-time traffic and job proximity, creating a logical sequence. Minimizing travel time means crews spending more shift hours working, directly driving a 20 to 30% increase in daily completed jobs. The financial math heavily favors this first step. Basic routing software costs around a few $100s a month, which is immediately offset by the massive savings in fuel consumption and the drastic reduction in wasted labor hours. Do not skip this phase to buy hardware. Deploying advanced robotics into a business that still uses unoptimized manual routing is a critical failure point. You have to fix the foundation first. The immediate cash flow generated by running tighter routes provides the exact funding you need to purchase the advanced hardware in the upcoming phases of this roadmap. Now that your routes are tight, we have to eliminate the hidden cost that bleeds landscaping margins in the field: unexpected equipment failure. Step 2 involves attaching IoT diagnostic sensors, the Internet of Things, directly onto your existing fleet of mowers and trucks and syncing them to your central software platform. These sensors read vibration patterns and engine data to predict mechanical breakdowns before they happen. This dashboard mockup shows exactly how a specific equipment list will flag an anomaly, giving you a red warning alert that a particular mower requires service well before the engine actually seizes. This moves your entire operation away from reactive repairs. Instead of a mower dying on a client's lawn on your busiest Tuesday, you can schedule that maintenance during off-peak hours or on rainy days. Traditional reactive downtime costs landscape businesses an average of $500 to $800 per day in lost revenue and emergency repairs. Planned preventative maintenance costs roughly 60% less than that. Protecting your physical assets through AI data ensures your crews remain fully operational and are never sidelined during peak revenue-generating hours. With efficient routes and protected equipment, physical automation finally enters the roadmap. We execute this specifically on your high-maintenance residential and commercial accounts. Step 3 requires deploying GPS-guided robotic mowers. These units handle all routine grass cutting autonomously, operating continuously without requiring constant human supervision. In parallel, you deploy smart irrigation sensors across these properties. These sensors completely replace static, timed watering schedules by reading real-time soil moisture and local weather data to deliver water only when the grass actually needs it. These side-by-side bar charts illustrate the massive resource reduction this creates. Traditional watering blasts a high volume of water regardless of conditions. Smart irrigation dynamically matches exact soil needs, reducing water waste by 30 to 50%. Saving thousands in utilities. Furthermore, robotic mowers handle the most time-consuming task, dropping required labor hours for routine mowing by 60 to 80%. Because the robotic mowers operate continuously under optimal conditions, the service quality actually improves. The grass stays healthier through frequent, precise cutting, even with zero human presence on the site for that specific task. Autonomous hardware offloads low-margin, repetitive fieldwork, enabling the business to scale its client roster without being capped by manual labor hours. Successfully scaling this roadmap depends on managing the psychological hurdle of employee resistance and the fear of technological replacement. Step 4 is executing a clear training plan. You have to communicate and frame these AI tools purely as productivity enhancers, things that make their daily lives easier rather than threats to their jobs. Roll this out incrementally. Start with a single pilot crew using the routing software and one robotic mower to build confidence, rather than pushing a chaotic company-wide mandate. This workflow schematic shows the actual transition of your labor. The single worker in the center is no longer manually pushing a machine. Instead, they manage a tech fleet, freeing them for high-margin, high-skill services like landscape design. You know this phase succeeds when crews actively rely on mobile apps for routing, letting robots handle trimming, fully owning the technology. AI cannot scale your operations if your team actively fights it. Securing human buy-in is the ultimate multiplier that allows this technology to achieve its maximum efficiency. By completing all 4 phases, you transition from a reactive, labor-constrained operation into a highly scalable modern business. As we can see on this 4-step infographic, the operational benefits compound on each other. You have tighter routes saving fuel, predictive sensors protecting your equipment, smart automation handling the physical labor, and an upskilled workforce driving revenue. Start the process today. Audit your current routing inefficiencies and secure an integrated software platform to lay the groundwork for Step 1. Adopting this step-by-step roadmap is the most viable path forward. It allows you to reclaim your time, expand your profit margins, and keep your landscaping business thriving in an